Hey, hello and welcome back, YouTube. This is RuBrick here for another LEGO City update. This is update number 7, and this is the third week in February. As usual, we're going to start here in our town square, where we can see that we've still not finished the tiling of the town square. This is just over 2,000 light bluish gray 1x1 tiles, and we've still got probably another 3,500 to maybe 4,000 light bluish gray tiles. Those of you that have joined us every week, you've probably heard that number inflated time and time again. Every week the number keeps growing, and we feel as though it's doing just that. But hopefully within the next couple of weeks we get the last of our orders from the LEGO Shop at Home website, and we can finish up the tiling of the downtown square, and everybody will be happy. Just getting a slow pan through the square, and we can see that the cafe corners had some work done to it. And we've got some arches. We are still waiting for a couple of Bricklink orders on some of the special components that really make the cafe corner what it is, specifically the ski pieces that are that decorative arch over the walkway. Still, we do not have a working tram. This is from one of the city sets from 2016. This is just a regular city tram, and it is not motorized. It's just up here for staging, hiding some of the off-colored plates underneath the train tracks. But within the next 2 weeks, I plan on starting a custom-built motorized tram that will go from Newtown up here to Old Town and back and forth. We're excited about that. Still no rock work done up here to the front. We've still got some that needs to be done. That'll be started probably within the next week. We did quite a bit of work to the rock structure over here on the north side of the town square. This is a technique that I'm kind of playing around with for creating an old tree structure, maybe a stump. Pretty happy with the way that's turning out. Got to do a little bit more tweaking to it, but pretty confident that that'll look really nice whenever we're done with it. So get a little bit more work over here on this end of the wall. Still have about 2/3 of one base plate left in distance to complete, and we'll tie in this whole front side. This should be built up and pretty much done up to the level of the base of the town square by the end of this weekend. And then I can go and finish up the rock work on the front of the town. Still, no rock work has been done over here on the back end of the town square. That'll be started probably 2 weeks' time. You can see where those pier pieces, those structures that jet out one stud past the ones that are recessed, the bricks behind it will need to be pulled out. That's just the wall covering the wood underneath. Once that's pulled out, each of those plates can be pushed back, snapped into place, and then we'll begin the rock work that will go above it. And then after the rock work, we'll need to transition into the town wall, and then it'll start to really come together. This is a tree that we've been working on for a couple of days now. Everybody's really got a lot of different trees, but this is something that we came up with using rigid tubing and some olive green tree pieces. It's still a bit heavy. We've got those tree pieces packed in there pretty dense, but we think that it's got some nice shape to it, some nice arch, and we've come up with a method for making sure that it doesn't tip over no matter how tight it, or no matter how heavy it gets up top. Over the next couple of days, we'll disassemble the upper portion of the tree and then repack and reshape each of those leaf pieces to really give it more definition, a more full look, and it'll really fill out nicely. But this park, we think, is really completed with the large tree of this size in it. The old park plate that is back there is now covered by our fishing store. So we built the fishing store, really happy with the entire build. It was a lot of fun. The wife and I have got a method. I do the left pages, she does the right pages, and we take her time, and it went together quite nicely. However, once we put it into the city right here on the river, we realized that it didn't really look the way we wanted. The nice decorative side was over here on the side of the table that we don't really go to that much. So we took it back over to the build table, we disassembled it and reassembled it, mirror build. Let's go over to the other side of the table and take a look. So here we are on the south side of the table. That pier is not permanent. The stairs are not permanent. They're just there for mocking up to try to figure out how long we want to make it. We'll end up building a set of stairs. We're not going to use the one-piece stair element. We've got some staging of figs throughout the city. Some fairly interesting. Each of them tell their own story. See if you can figure out what exactly is going on. Really happy with the way this tree turned out. Let's get a close-up of some of the figs over here by the fishing store. All right. So over the next couple of weeks, the plan, short-term and long-term goals, are associated with the finishing up of the rock work on the north side of the town. Then we'll transition into the front side of the town for the rock work. Then we're going to do the rock work up here at the top of the retaining wall on the town square. And then we'll have to do this entire edge over here to the far right. All right. So I'm going to get a slow pan of the city, and then I'm going to leave y'all with some train action. We thank you a bunch for watching. We appreciate all the support that you've given us thus far, and we will see you next week. Thanks a lot, and bye for now.